Jake, we've been hearing about speed all day, and the reason we've been hearing about speed even before they went through the data and everything else is because there were early indications that that might be to play. Look at this surveillance video that Renee made mention of a minute ago. If you watch the train go through right up here and you compare the length of one car or the locomotive to a fixed point, it is simple math to see that just 200 yards away from where the train would crash, it was traveling substantially faster than it should have been. So let's bring in a model of a train and talk about why that would matter so much. A train like this is a very substantial bit of mass moving down the tracks here. The engine alone is going to be around 97 metric tons. That's pushing up toward 250,000 pounds. At 50 miles an hour, what you're going to see with a train like this and all of that is a good bit of weight pushing over that way. The same as when you go around a corner in your car, it wants to pull you over. But you push this up to 100 miles an hour. And then that force gets much, much stronger. Maybe not enough to make this locomotive come leaping off the tracks because it weighs so much, but what about the rest of the car back there where the passengers are? You heard that gentleman a moment ago talk about feeling like they were flying. These back here are much lighter than the locomotive up front. And when that motion happens, it's like taking a garden hose and whipping it. It may be anchored here, but the back of it really starts to sling. And we know it because we've seen it before. Look at the Spanish train crash from a couple of years back. Again, the train was supposed to be going 50 miles an hour, instead much faster, and watch how the locomotive essentially just whips the passenger cars off behind it, and they in turn pull it off. Jake, this is why it was so easy for people to start talking about speed early on, because this accident fit the pattern. We still have a whole investigation to complete, but right now, that's why speed keeps coming to the forefront. Jake?